All right, we in here. You can see me good.
Nah, it still got it up there, bro. But I ain't worried about it, bro.
Okay, all right, because I can see you. I'm not sure.
Okay.
I don't know. We're gonna just see. We're just gonna cook, man.
Yeah, we all good, bro.
So, tell the people your name.
Man, Shunn Lewis out of Shreveport, Louisiana. Owner and founder of Public Enemy Dog Kennels. Public Enemy Dog Kennels. You know what I'm saying? We out here in Louisiana, man.
Yes, sir. Louisiana in the building. I just want to say I appreciate everybody, man. We've been growing at a fast rate on YouTube. I think we're sitting at 160 subscribers right now.
That it
So I appreciate everybody. But this brother right here, I've been following him for a while. Probably I want to say my freshman year of high school, and I'm 18 now. You
ain't
know,
18, bro.
yeah, I'm 18.
Oh,
Yep,
that's what's up, man. That what's
yep,
up.
yep.
Man, I thought you was like 19 or 20. Was it around the same age? I thought you was like,
Yeah. A lot of people think I'm older, but yeah, no, I'm only 18.
that what's up, bro.
Yeah. So yeah, I've been following you for a while, man. Just making me want to get into these dogs, and seeing you have fun with it. So I just want to give you a little interview, give you your somewhat your flowers. I mean, you got a following yourself, but I wanted to kind of expose you a little bit more and let everybody know your story and your experience.
Man, I sure appreciate it, bro. I definitely got a story dating way back from when I was a kid, bro.
For sure. We're gonna get into that. But yeah, we got a family man first, into it with the kids, with his kids a lot. You
Yes,
don't
sir.
see that a lot. I respect that.
Man, appreciate it, G.
For
Appreciate
sure.
it.
For sure. So let me pull my questions up. All right. So what was your first experience with dogs?
Man, my first experience, dogs, bro. If I'm really being honest, I really can't remember my first experience because, like, I know a lot of people say this, but I truly was born into it. Like, I got pictures, I can send them to you, and you could probably, I don't know how this works, but I know you could probably post them in your YouTube videos or
Oh
what.
yeah, I could definitely.
Okay, but I got pictures from when I was 8, 9 months old. So really, if I'm really big,
Dang.
it's like my first earliest experience is gonna be like the picture you was talking about. I know you're gonna ask about it, but the picture you was
Yeah.
talking like around that time, like I can always remember growing up with dogs, like from the earliest I can remember. My dog, I mean, excuse me, my dad, he the same way though. You know what I'm saying? He like,
Yeah.
oh man, itself. So like I was really born into it just from the earliest I can remember from
Wow.
school on up.
Okay. I definitely feel like a lot of people would want to go back and have the same experiences with you, like and just be in the dogs from the jump.
Yeah, most definitely, most definitely. Experience the best teacher, bro. And I mean that's why I be telling people, bro. Like, I mean it's cool, and I'm not knocking anybody who went to school or did anything that they do, but
Right.
thing about it, experience the best teacher, bro. It just don't get better than experience.
For sure. I hear that a lot.
Yeah.
So so what were some of the breeds that your family owned that you could remember?
Man, a little bit of everything, man. My dad had German shepherds at one point in time. I got pictures with German shepherds. I got pictures with Rockwallers, Belgian Malinois, Neapolitan Mastiffs. He mainly did Neapolitan Mastiffs and Belgian Malinois. Like, and a lot of people don't know just because I don't own any Belgian Malinois, so a lot of people not gonna know I really have a strong background with Belgian Malinois. They just not my preference of a breed. I mean, I'm not saying nothing wrong with them. It's just
Right. Right.
I prefer a dog, and I'm not saying they can't do anything because I know a lot of people gonna get in the comments like, "Oh, they can do that," but I just prefer a dog that can do anything. Like, and I'm not saying they can't. I'm just saying as far as like house hunting, protection work, anything can protect. And I'm gonna keep be honest. I know a lot of people disagree with this, but I do a lot. As you see, I do a lot with my kids. We walk around,
Yeah.
we walk the parks, and if a dog get out and become a threat, I'm gonna expect you to handle that threat. You know
For
what I'm
sure.
saying? I tend to choose bull breeds over Belgian Malinois. Not saying
Right.
oh that's just my preference, but I actually have a strong background with Belgian Malinois, and I still work with them to this day.
Okay. Yeah, so I feel what you're saying because the like the American Bulldogs, Rottweilers, those type of dogs were more utility dogs. Like they
Yeah,
worked on farms, hunted, did protection, they did it all. So I definitely feel what you're saying.
yeah, most definitely. It's just a lot of people don't really realize what the Rottweiler breed can do just based off how certain people breeding them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I can't tell you how many times I get somebody saying like, "Oh, how big they get?" You know what I'm saying? It'd be like the first question they had, like, "How big is it?" Like, I don't really breed for size, so like if you're looking for like this 160, 170 pound dog, you know what I'm saying? You may want to look elsewhere because like I want to see how he function, how he run, how
for
he
sure.
can he protect me? You know what I'm saying? How his temperament is. So, like, I definitely agree with what you're saying, though, bro.
Yeah, definitely. Because like me and my uncle, we say this all the time. It's a certain breeder. I'm not gonna say his name, but
Yeah.
Rottweilers is 160 pounds, 130. Like they're not supposed to be like that. Like I said earlier, you dog. Like 80, 90, maybe 100 is like a good range. I feel like, and that could be said for a lot of breeds.
Nah, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. You 100% correct because I can name off a few right now that's going in the wrong direction, like right with the Rockwaller. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
A lot of them going in the wrong direction, but that's why like the community that I follow on my Instagram. I can't remember their Instagram handles right now, but it's a lot. I see it's a lot of breeders that's starting to breed for, you know what I'm saying, functionality, like how good they run, jump, you know what I'm saying, how they perform, like, and that's what the dog community needs.
Right. Definitely. Yeah, definitely 100% agree. Salute to Samurai Kennels and Dickie Foster. Salute to y'all and Rock Solid as well. But yeah, my community the same way. You know, I mean, we're a little bit more into the hybrid dogs and but we love all types of dogs, and it's definitely function and form over a sale a ticket or a sale price.
Man, I'm glad you. I mean, I'm not. I know I'm talking a lot, but
It's
speaking
all
of,
good. That's what you're supposed to do on here.
hey man, there's something I'm realized, bro. Not like I've been kind of talking with a few of my partners, bro. Like hybrid dogs, depending on, and I'm not talking about these whatever they doing in the bullet community and
Yeah, yeah,
all this mixing. I think I know what you're talking about when you say hybrid dog, but that's gonna be like the next wave because like if you really, if we really gonna be 100% honest, like uh people really should be breeding very, very specific. So, like, what I mean by that is don't go buy a Concorso because you think it's going to be a good guard dog. Because
right.
they not. I'm just saying, like, you should go to a breed specific. So now I'm starting to use certain dogs for certain things, if that makes sense. As far
Yeah,
like like every Rockwall, every Concorso, not gonna be a protection dog.
no,
That's
no,
fact. So that's why I agree with you when you say hard because you may have a good Concorso and you may have a good game bred pit and you may want to, you know what I'm saying, cross them.
yeah.
Yeah. So I ain't gonna fake. I definitely agree with it.
Right. Especially just if the traits match and the characteristics match up well, why not do it? You're gonna make a better dog. And that's what everybody should be looking to do when they're breeding or even just working dogs.
Most definitely. Most
For sure.
definitely.
So let me see. So we already got into what made you get into the dogs with your father.
Yeah.
So I saw you posted. Yeah, I'm about to bring the photo up, but I saw you posted a photo of you with a Belgian Malinois
Yeah.
at 8 years old.
Yeah.
So, what were kind of some things that your father taught you, or some precautions he made sure you took when working with those dogs at such a young age?
Uh like I say, man, experience is the best teacher. And if I'm really being honest, like at 8 years old, you know what I'm saying? Like he could tell me everything, but like for the people who got kids, y'all know a lot of times at 8 it go through one ear and out the other.
Oh
You know,
yeah, yeah,
like granted, did I pick up on a lot of stuff? Yes, but like I said, really is experience from the best teacher from like because like my dad worked a lot growing up, so a lot of times me and my brother like we would be responsible for cleaning out the pens or doing this or doing that. So
okay,
like, granted, did my daddy tell us? Yes, but a lot of times, just because I'm gonna be honest, I would be yes, I was in the dogs at 8, but I would be lying if I said I was just heavily into it. Like I had fun doing it. So so I said that to say like a lot of times we find out stuff on accident about like letting certain males run around the yard with other males.
yep, yeah,
Yeah, I already know what's gonna happen, especially when you're dealing with certain breeds and certain dogs that's aggressive. So
definitely,
a lot of stuff that you know what I'm saying that he taught me, like he did teach me, but a lot of stuff I had to learn learn the hard way. Unfortunately, but yeah, I would say as far as about don't let him. One thing he was real strict about with the type of dogs that we had was don't just let random people approach the dogs. And we kids, so naturally, if a kid see another kid walking the dog, they're going to want to approach them. So that was one of the real strict things. He was like, "No, don't just let anybody approach you while you walking the dog." Keep a tight grip on the leash because we always used to want to walk the dogs and run with them and stuff like that. So he always used to be real strict as far as about how we handle the dog. So
yeah.
dog handling would be the number one thing he really used to preach to us.
Yeah, that's definitely something a lot of people can take into an account when they're working with these dogs and handling them.
Yeah, most definitely.
So at what point did you realize you wanted to go outside and do this with dad? Did he kind of make you come out there and help him, or was it just I want to help dad out?
Uh, I think I always been into it. My brother was kind of back and forth. I always been like I wanted to go out there and help and do this and ask questions. And what really got me into it, was that the picture? Yeah, I want to say the picture that you're referring to, that dog Prince. Her name was Princess. The dog I had, Princess. That was like the first real protection dog, and that was actually my dog because I can send you pictures of.
Wow. Okay.
But so Princess was like my first real protection dog that I worked. And I'm not saying I trained her at 8 years old. No, we used
Right.
to go to dog training classes, and I was part of the process of building her up. You know what I'm saying? Because like my daddy didn't handle her, I handled her. So like but yeah, so that would be my like my first like real training experience. Like constantly going to trash, constantly building her up. And I got, man, plenty of stories because cameras really wasn't out back then. I'm
Yeah.
30,
Yeah.
so like I wish like and shout out to my mom. I'm gonna send her this, man. Shout out to my mom, shout out to my daddy because they the ones made sure, especially my mama, she get the Kodak moments. I don't know who took that particular picture, but my mama always take pictures. So shout out to them because now I can really tell my story. Because a lot of people say this or say that, but I can visually show you like, look, this is something I've been into before it got popular.
Right. Shout out to Mr. and Mrs. Lewis
Yes, man. Yes,
for
sir.
sure. So, did he like did he get into protection training like as you did, or was he like you said he worked a lot? So was he more of a just a owner and a handler, or
Almost
did he do protection training?
most definitely. So he was like when you say get into it training, like you saying train the dogs himself, or did he have dogs that he trained?
Dogs that he trained himself.
Okay, yeah, most definitely he did have, and he done had a few dogs that he trained. At that time, he had a male, and it was, and if I'm being honest, now that I'm looking back on, I didn't know at the time we did have some nip and mouses that we did protection work. But if I'm being honest, that was, I'm not saying our dogs, but that was around the time that they really started to go downhill. Like
Right.
the ones that we had, if you looked at them, you would have think they was concorsos. You know what I'm saying? You
Right.
was a Neapolitan master because they did have a little droopy skin, but it wasn't just extra like the
Yeah, it
one.
wasn't overdone.
Yeah, but he most definitely was in because he the one that, like, he's the reason for, he the reason why I am like I am, bro. You know,
Right.
like he always wanted like a good guard dog, a good protection dog, a dog that couldn't nobody touch. But at the same time, and I'm gonna just say it because I know a lot of people are gonna disagree with me, and I ain't gonna lie, I'll stand on this. I'll stand on this to the death. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he
Okay.
wanted all that other animals couldn't be around, other dogs couldn't be around, and I'm like that now. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want a dog that can go in the dog park. That's not my,
Right.
like, that's just me. That's my preference. I know a lot of people frown upon in today's society, but that's me. I like a dog that can protect me from four-legged and two-legged.
Yeah. And there's definitely people on my page that feel the same exact way. I think Rain, my guy Rain, an unscripted podcast, he was on the interview with NWA Connie Corso, and he was like,
Yeah,
"I don't. You see, this dog ain't upstairs with me. He not in my face. He downstairs. That nigga got a job to do.
yeah.
He not gonna be able to do that with me." And
Fact.
yeah, I definitely feel like your dog shouldn't be around everybody and everything. That's how different sicknesses pass, and
Yep.
just I don't want my dog social with everybody,
Most definitely.
especially as a guard dog. So yeah,
Mo-
I definitely agree with you on
Yep.
that. So if you could remember, was it more of a prey based training, or was it like a defense drive training, like a defense training?
So we mainly did a lot of work with mouths. I would say it was more prey. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? It's based off. I mean, now that I got a little bit more knowledge, I would say it was more prey. And if
Okay.
I ain't gonna lie, if I'm being honest, you know what I'm saying? I tell anybody because, like, if you ask me, I'm gonna tell you. I say with a lot of these dogs, which ain't nothing wrong with it because you can still get the job done. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
They'll still protect you whether it's prey or defense. But
for sure.
I would say a lot of these dogs, like especially like the Rockwallers that I own, I'm not gonna speak for every Rockwaller because I can't, but the Rockwallers that I own, that I put my hands on, for the most part, they in defense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I say, ain't nothing wrong with it. It's just, I mean, me personally, I would prefer prey, but like I said, like a lot of dogs these days be in defense. But it's kind of hard for most people to recognize it because most people don't know dog behavior and dog languages, and they don't know how to properly read a dog. So when most people
100%.
they'll see it barking, they're gonna automatically assume, they're gonna automatically assume he want to bite, and that ain't necessarily the case. Like sometimes the dog just wants you to get away from him and
Yep.
show signs of aggression.
100%. I agree. And I said this, I didn't say it on here, but
Yeah,
I feel like with these larger breeds and these bigger breeds, these working breeds that could be more aggressive or could turn around on the leash and go at the handler, I'd say they should take classes on body language and dogs and animal behavior just
no,
to kind of bring down the chances of you being attacked or killed by your pet, because that definitely feel like that'd be beneficial to everybody.
no, I definitely agree. But the only thing about it, like how many people you feel like are really do it.
Right. Not everybody.
Yeah, so I definitely agree that that definitely would be a good idea for people to take classes like that, just in general. Because like I see, like now everybody got cameras, everybody got phones, but now you see so many videos and different stuff of dogs like lunging at kids or
Yeah.
snapping at this person or snapping at that person. But in actuality, like if you know how to properly read a dog's body language, if you really knew what you was doing, you would know, like, oh, let me pull my dog back. You know what I'm saying? He just stiffened up. He looking crazy. Oh, all right, hey, y'all, you know what I'm saying? Now you can't pet him. Step back.
Yeah.
You would know that.
100%. And I'm not gonna lie, on Instagram, like this world today is crazy. On Instagram, I saw it was two owners that's in the backyard.
Yeah,
It might have been American bullies, but I don't want to, I don't want to
yeah,
just say any breed. It might not have been that and kind of give them a bad outlook.
yeah.
But it was two people. They was fighting off like four dogs, and
Mhm.
somebody was behind the fence recording it, not helping them. And those people was like getting ate up and
Damn.
getting bit.
Yeah,
So yeah, I definitely feel like there's a way to bring some of that out of what's going on with these dogs,
yeah.
working or just home pets.
Oh yeah, most definitely. And
Yeah,
I always encourage people to, you know what I'm saying, to get out there, do stuff with your dog, work with your dog. Because I feel like if you actually start giving your dog a task, and I'm not saying you gotta take your dog, but oh yeah, I want to be a top flight personal protection dog. Because for the most part, you know what I'm saying, that's probably not gonna happen. But I still encourage so many different activities you can do with your dog, where
yeah,
you can work. I don't quite know. I don't know if this is the proper name from it, but shout out to my boy Ty. He the one that I do a lot of training with.
man, we got to get him on here too.
Oh yeah, most definitely, man.
For
Shout out. I
sure.
know he watched it. Shout out to my boy Ty. He real knowledgeable, man. He part of the he part of how I started back. Really, I know you gonna ask, but he how I started really kind of getting. He didn't taught me a lot because you got to realize. I know we're gonna touch on it, but
Yeah, yeah.
but but yeah, shout out to Ty. But he was telling me. I think it's called like I don't know if this they word for it, but I think it's called fast cat. It's basically like a luring course. So dog chase the bag. It's different activities like that.
Mm,
What they call it, dock diving when they throw the bumper out there, let them go.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's different activities that you can do with your dog, but at the same time though, if you got this big 170-pound dog that don't really want to get off the couch, he ain't gonna do it. You know what I'm saying?
No,
That's why I always encourage people to do different activities with their dogs.
for sure. Even with those pets, them 170, 150 pound dogs, they will challenge you. And if they
Yeah,
don't want to do something and you don't set boundaries and be on top of them, it's gonna be a monster in the house.
most definitely, most definitely.
Sure. Salute the NWA County Corso.
Right.
For sure. Okay. So at what point did you get into decoy work and training?
Man, so and I gotta put this disclaimer out there: like, I'm not a certified decoy, and I'm not a certified trainer. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Got a lot of experience, so I just want to put that out there. You know what I'm saying? But really, when I linked up with my boy Ty, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, when I linked up with him, like I was I don't know if I still got the picture. I did do it once or twice as a kid. It wasn't something because back then that decoying and stuff like that wasn't real big.
Yeah.
But I did do it. Or not enough to say I just really did it, but I had that experience as a kid, like in a bite suit. I may have been 9, 10 years old at the time. So like if I did it as a kid, now as an adult, it's like I'm not scared because I know a lot of people, just the average person, to be scared to do it, but I'm not scared to do it. But back to your original question, man, Ty really he didn't really show me a lot as far as decoying because like I just had the will to do it. You know what I'm saying? Ty had the dogs, so for the most part,
Right.
when I do my decoy and stuff, it's like I'm linking up with Ty because he I ain't gonna lie, Ty really the big dog, bro. I gotta shout my boy out again. I know he gonna see this, man. Ty the big dog. We got to get you on my boy channel, man.
For
Shout out.
sure, 100%.
Really, when I leaked in with him, bro, that's really when I was like, cause me, I ain't gonna lie, them. I want to say this again, bro. I'm in Shreveport, Louisiana. It's not a big protection dog scene out here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
neither. That's why I kind of had got you on
do
because I could I couldn't tell, but I was unsure. But I'm like, I don't know if Shunn's certified,
yeah.
so I kind of wanted to get you on to see how you got into training your own dogs and working other dogs.
Yep. So she, man, with my boy Top, man, shout out to him because, like I was saying, it's not a big protection dog scene out here. It is people that do it, but it's not big like how I see on the West Coast and Cali, Dallas. Shout out to Dog Life in Dallas. I ain't never physically met him, you know what I'm saying? But he breed Rockwallers. He do a lot of protection style stuff with the Rockwallers, man. Shout out to Dog Life in Dallas. I love what they doing out there. I'm gonna meet him soon, bro. You know what I'm saying? I gotta shout him out because man he doing this thing.
And
My
shout out to him.
for a seminar and I liked everything they did. Ty had nothing but good stuff to say about him. So like, but yeah, the scene not big like how it is in Dallas, Houston, Atlanta, and
Right.
so for the most part, man, I kind of link up with my boy Ty, and if I can run across somebody else who, interested as I am, then oh yeah, my partner Steve, man, shout out to my boy Steve. Uh, he's the one. He got a male rock. He not into it like I'm into it, but
Right.
he dibble and dab into it. So,
Okay.
so
Yeah, so I don't got a dog yet, but I'm definitely gonna get into the decoy work and the protection training. I got a homeboy. He's an athlete. He goes to college at Olivet. Shout out to my boy Nealon. I
yeah,
was like, yeah, man, when I get this dog, I gotta get you in that suit.
yeah, for sure, for sure.
He told me I'm gonna have a gun.
No, man, you can't do that. I'm gonna say this though. You definitely, depending on what dog you're working, you definitely can feel it in the suit. A lot of people think
Yeah,
you don't feel nothing. Now, I may still, and I'm dark skinned. Like I may still have bites on my arm. Like you definitely can. The best way I can explain it, it kind of sound like it feel like you getting pinched real hard.
yeah, yeah,
If you working a dog that really know how to bite and they got like full grips, like by the time that suit work down, it feel like you getting pinched real hard. But
yeah.
and it ain't nothing. It ain't nothing y'all can't handle, bro.
Right. I'm into the big dogs too, so you
Yeah.
definitely got to get reinforced stuff for them.
Oh yeah, yeah. Most
Yeah.
most definitely you do.
But yeah, he said he gonna shoot me and the dog.
Oh man.
Said he gonna put that chop on me.
Hey,
So let me see what my next question is. So what was the first dog that you owned yourself?
man. Oh, so technically it'd have been that dog that was in that picture that was like fully my dog. She was a Belgian Malinois. We always had family dogs growing up, but as an adult, if I'm really being honest, because you gotta understand, I was in the dogs real heavy as a kid. By the time I got to high school, I was playing football. You already know how you 18, so you know how it is when you're in high school. I ain't gonna, I'd be lying if I said I was in the dogs in high school. I was in the
Yeah.
else in high school. So once I got out of high school, started working in the field, and once I bought my first house, that was oh yeah. Oh, and I got to man shout out to shout out. I already shout out my dad out, but shout out to my good dad, Big E. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people know him in the city, but he was part of the reason why I got back in the dogs. Cause
Okay.
like man, I used to be over their house before I really got on my feet. You know what I'm saying? I was over their house a lot, and I would see his dogs, and man, he had some badass dogs, bro. So I was over his house, and I was like, man, that really brought the love back to me. And I was like, man, dang. And I was like, man, when I get my first house, I'm giving me a dog. So initially, the first dog I got was a bully. You know what I'm saying? And
Oh, okay.
I wanted a dog, like
Yeah.
got when I got my house, and then as I got that bully, I ain't gonna lie, she really wasn't hitting on nothing. She was just a like a standard bred bully. She really wasn't
Right.
hitting. She was a good looking dog, but she wasn't what I truly wanted. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
then I end up so crazy story. I was actually supposed to get a Concorso. So I was
Okay.
supposed to get a Concorso, and man, my partner Steve, when I just brought up, man, he was, oh man, I know this lady got some Rockwallers, this and this and this, and that's when I first got my oldest female Rockwallers when he introduced me to the lady. Her name was Miss Deborah. Shout out Miss Deborah.
Okay.
That's when I first got my first female Rockwaller that I owned as an adult, and I ain't, I'm, I now and she taught me patience, bro. A lot of people don't know this. Like a lot of people see, I don't really post videos of her now because I don't do much with her. She's sick, so you know what I'm saying. It's kind of like for her to don't like she kind of been. I kind of consider her retired, basically.
Yeah.
You know, so I kind of work my younger breeds. But she's 6. But back 3-4 years ago, I used to post a lot of protection videos with her, and a lot of people don't know. Like, man, she taught me patience because I put it like this: she didn't show me any signs of aggression. She didn't show me anything until she was like 2.5 years old. So like a lot of times with this protection stuff, man, you really got to be patient, and sometimes you gotta realize if the dog gonna hide because every dog not gonna be a good protection dog.
Right.
But and she was borderline one of them dogs. Like I wouldn't say she would be a personal protection dog, but she a damn good guard dog. If that
Yeah. And there's a difference. Can you talk about the difference in a guard dog and a protection dog?
almost definitely. So and that's why I tell a lot of people like man, I got guard dogs. So when people ask, they be like, oh, I want a personal protection dog. Like I don't breed personal protection dogs. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
so the difference between a personal protection dog and a guard dog is something that's probably, you know what I'm saying, won't leave the backyard. Like they roam the backyard, kind of sort of like a junkyard dog. Like
Right.
it keep people from getting in there. You know what I'm saying? Like yes, I do training with my dogs, but still though, you know what I'm saying. But a personal protection dog, that's a dog that you can take with you anywhere. Like that's why it's personal. You know what I'm saying. Like that's a dog you can walk in and out of stores with. You know, a dog that's on your hip constantly. That can
Right.
different people. That's probably from my perspective not as reactive as a guard dog. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to have a personal protection dog and you going to the car wash or going to the store and it's barking and yapping at everybody. But on the flip side, with a guard dog, and this is my preference. I know some people may disagree with me, but I want my guard dogs reactive, and
Yeah.
there's a reason for that. The number one reason I want them reactive because, for the most part, most people are not gonna test a dog. Like if you see a dog and it's really barking, it's drooling at the mouth, it act like it's trying to get to you. Most people gonna
Yeah.
let that dog bite. So that's the number one reason because you will scare most people before they even try to break in your home or break in your car. If you got a really good guard dog, he at the gate barking and acting a fool. So that's why I choose to want my dogs more reactive.
Right.
If I had a personal protection dog, like can they be reactive? Yes, but we're gonna have to keep it under control to where I can mingle with people. You can go around other dogs. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's more of the difference between a personal protection dog and a guard dog.
Okay. So like I said in the beginning of this, I've been watching you since probably 2020, so like my freshman year of high school. So
Yeah.
how long have you like been posting content, and what really made you stay consistent? Because you're still posting today.
Man, I've been posting. So really, once I got Camilla, and man, shout out to my boy Ty again. Once I got Camilla, that's actually how I met Ty. But once I got my dog, Camilla is my oldest Rockwaller female that I got. Once I got her, and I wanted to see would she do the protection work, and like I still got videos from the very first time I met Ty. From the very first time he tested her, you know what I'm saying. He came over with a rag, tested her with a rag, see if she bite the rag. Then he grabbed the sleeve, seen what she bite the sleeve. Then he had like the top of his jacket. He tested her like that. So ever since then, bro, I just been posting. Like I ain't gonna lie to you. Sometimes I do slip up because a lot of people don't realize it's a lot to go in the post. Like every single day, it's a lot that go in the posting every single day. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
it is. Yeah, definitely.
and sometimes I'm gonna keep it G, bro. Sometimes I just get burnt out with the whole social media thing, bro. Like
Yeah.
all these super experts that never really work dogs, but they don't watch YouTube videos and now they feel like they super experts and then all the political stuff. And like I just sometimes I just get burnt out. And I ain't gonna lie, like you may see me disappear for about shoot 2-3 months, but then I get back on the real heavy. But so sometimes I do get burnt out. But I've been going hard since about 2019. I did take like a 7-8 month off, and then like I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I do take months off, but like this probably about the longest stretch that I had because I feel like the whole 2024. I feel like the whole 2024 I was posting. 2023 I was kind of hit and miss because I had a lot of personal stuff going on. But 2024 I've been kind of staying consistent, and like man, I'm
Yeah.
staying consistent, bro.
For sure. Yeah, my boy Young Reddy, he I think I was telling him about I'm about to interview you.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, I don't even follow dude, but I've been seeing a lot of his versus series popping up on my explore page.
Oh dang! Hey, and that's a new thing. I was just man. Hey, shout out to my boy Tori G. Man, he do the game dogs, man. And I was literally just talking to my boy Tori G about this the other day, and I was like, man, I think this finna be a new thing. I'm just finna, I'm gonna keep it G. I was actually supposed to drop another one today, but man, this my off day, so I just ain't had my feet kicked up. But I ain't
Yeah.
gonna, bro, that's a new thing. I'm really finna keep doing that verses, bro. I'm finna keep dropping. If you don't mind, man, what he seen it on? Was it TikTok or Instagram?
I think it was Instagram.
Okay, all right, that's the yeah.
Yeah.
Cause I ain't gonna lie, that's really where I'm getting the most engagement at on my Instagram. But
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna keep dropping those, bro. Just
For
tell them
sure.
to
Keep doing that.
you.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, he watching right now, actually.
Hey man, shout out to you, my boy. Shout out. I can't see the comments, but man, hey, shout out to you, bro. Shout out to you,
Yeah. He said them joints lit.
man. Appreciate it, fam.
Yeah.
Appreciate
Yeah. So at some point you did change your title to public enemy content. What was the reason for that?
my boys, my sons playing football. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
I knew that, but I just wanted
saying?
to ask you. Yeah, I
Yeah,
had
yeah.
to ask you.
And I'm really surprised you noticed because a lot of people didn't notice. So I'm really surprised you noticed. So which I did make them their own Instagram page, but I still because like people like you, I got a few other people that I connect with, and like they support the kids. So I was like, I don't want to stop posting them and just post strictly on their page. So I was like, and I kind of wanted to redo everything. So I'm like, I'm gonna just switch it from Public Enemy Kennels to Public Enemy Content because I want
Yeah.
to post I want to post the boys football content and I want to continue to post dog content. And then like I'll be posting my nephew TJ Jr. You know, shout out to them. I'll be posting their highlights. Really I'll post any kids highlights, but I really post a lot of their highlights and then some of Caden teammates highlights, some of K teammates highlights. So I was like, man, I'm gonna just switch it from public enemy public enemy kennels to public enemy content because
Yeah.
for the most part, if you think about it, like if you in the dogs, you're probably in the gun content. If you're in the gun content, you probably watch football. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
we all kind of like the same thing: football, guns, dogs, cars.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of all in the same thing. So I was like, I'm gonna just start posting everything, bro.
For sure. So yeah, with that content, like I see you a lot with your kids. You really into it with your sons, and you know, either they outside working the dogs or y'all out practicing or training for football. So how important do you think a father is to a young man? Not even in this generation, but just as a whole, how important is a father to a household?
Man, I can't even really even speak on how important they is because they very important. And me being a coach, like, and you could definitely, and I'm not saying this for every situation, and that's where most people get it mixed up. I'm not speaking for every kid, but for the most part, you can really see like uh, if a kid has an active father and what type of active father they had. Because like just man, being on the coaching scene really done taught me a lot about dealing with kids, dealing with different personalities, seeing how different kids was raised. You know what I'm saying? So like
Yeah,
that's why I feel like it's really genuinely important for man. You ain't got to be with your kid's mother, but be active, bro. But like bring them around you, let them see how real men operate, especially if you a stand up dude. You know what I'm
for
saying?
sure.
Like bring them around, show them different things, bro. Like that to me, that's 100%. Man, I can't like I say it's so important to me. I can't even really even put it into words,
Right, right.
but
Yeah,
it's
that's
definitely
special
so important, bro.
for sure. So you do have your own product.
Yeah,
It's luxury dog shampoo, correct?
yeah, most definitely, most
Okay.
definitely. Dog shampoo. Uh, it's kind of crazy how I ended up coming. I was actually, if I'm being 100% honest, I was actually watching a dog content creator on my TikTok, and I was watching him like he had like it was like a little TikTok of him watching his dog, and a lot of his logo and stuff is black. So originally when I looked at it, I was like, oh dang, he got his own dog shampoo. That's pretty cool. And then I looked at it and it wasn't his dog shampoo, and I was like, damn. And then I just came in my head. I was like, I should create my own dog shampoo. So man, once I did that, it kept just kind of growing and growing on me. So I ended up reaching out to different manufacturers. It was a little bit more pricey than what I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah,
See, I ended up reaching out to different manufacturers. Had to get a logo made. Shout out to Julie. She helped me create a logo. She helped me with a lot of the stuff, but I ended up having to get a logo and stuff made, and it was a whole little process. But hey, man, I ended up getting it done, man. Luxury Dog Shampoo is on Amazon, man. The link is in my bio. Y'all got to check it out.
yeah, y'all tap
Good,
in on that.
man. Good with puppies and everything, bro.
So, what were some problems you might have faced when trying to sell that or trying to get that on the floor?
Basically just doing too many things at once, not really being 100% invested in it with my time.
Right.
Because you like you just said, I got two sons that's athletes that's playing football, basketball. You know what I'm saying? Now they in the travel football practices, and we train outside of practices. And I got two sons, two different age groups, and that was in two different. At one time, that was kind of in two different organizations. So it was like
Oh, okay.
going to this practice, or if I can't, they mama take them to this practice. So it was just a lot. So me, I mean, if I'm really being honest, I didn't put the not putting the proper time into it like I should have, as far as promoting it and talking to different people and stuff like that.
Right. That could definitely be said about a lot of things.
Almost,
Not doing that
most definitely.
for sure. So, what's my next question? Can you talk about maybe some of the benefits or pros to working with other people? For example, you and Tyler.
Yeah. Uh, man, you can learn more. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I know a lot of people feel like they know everything and know this. Like working with different people, really talking that go for anything from me coaching my son's little league teams and working with different coaches and like okay, you know what I'm saying? They teaching me a lot of little league stuff from like I said, working with Ty, like
Yeah.
Ty, I ain't gonna lie, Ty done put me onto a lot of stuff for you know what I'm saying? Like so I would encourage anybody to brush shoulders with man, whoever you feel like you want to work with and just be a sponge, man. Don't go in knowing everything. Which, granted, I do know that's kind of a two-way street because sometimes you can deal with people who think they know and don't really know. But like, if you got a person that real deal got knowledge, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna lie, I look forward to working with the dude that I was saying in Dallas. 'Cause I was like, dude, like, it looked like he got a lot of knowledge. That look like somebody I can learn from.
Yeah.
If you can get around a person like that, man, be a sponge, bro. Like I'll be quiet, you know what I'm saying? I'm just learning. You know what I'm saying? Like if I was the
Right.
same thing when I'm with Ty. I ask questions like, okay, well, why this? Or why that? Or what's your method? You know what I'm saying? Like, and I know everybody believes it's one way to skin a cat, but it's a million ways to skin a cat. So my
Definitely.
method may not be Ty method. Ty method may not be your method. Your method may not be the dog like dude method. But man, sometimes you just need to be a sponge because one day you're gonna get a dog, your method ain't gonna work. And you
Right.
hey man, how can I get my dog to do X, Y, Z? Or what do you feel like? You know what I'm saying? So I feel like man, be a sponge, bro.
For sure. And that's why I got this page going. I definitely want to learn a lot, get some people on here that I know or was even talking to on my Big Job the Don account. Because I do actually have a lot of dog people that I talk to on there and followed me
Yeah,
even without having a dog. So yeah, I definitely that's why I made this page so I can learn a lot more. Um so currently you got an XL bully puppy, but
yeah.
he's not like a regular XL bully puppy. He's
No.
got a lot more drive, a lot more
Nah,
fire to him.
and one of the most important people that I forgot to shout out. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I know I'm feeling embarrassed a little bit, man. Shout out to my boy Joe, that one of my real close friends, best friends, whatever you want to call it, my brother-in-law. Man, shout out to my boy Joe. I ain't gonna lie, I'm not trying to promote this, get certain people on the channel, but I ain't gonna lie. But Joe camera shy though, I ain't gonna lie. I don't he don't really like being on camera, but when I tell you him and Ty probably is some of the most knowledgeable people. And Joe, like, I ain't gonna call anytime I have a problem, anything medical, I'm calling Joe off the I ain't gonna lie, he really probably know. Like anytime I have anything medical wrong with my dog, he probably gonna be the first person I call. Like, hey Joe, I got this going on, that going on. What you think? And I ain't gonna lie, a lot of times he be right. I'm not gonna say every time, but a
Yeah.
lot of times he be right, bro. But I said that to say, uh, I first, and that'll be. I ain't even gonna get it now because that will be on here about 2 hours, and I get to talk about him. Basically, long story short, man, Joe was close to my girl dad, and that's really how I met him. You know what I'm saying? They was close because they did the dog thing together. And he had to take a dog to get some ears clipped for me. And I had I had posted like my dog barking at a raccoon or something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
He fell in my inbox and we got to talking. That was about 3-4 years ago. And we've been like this ever since. Like I do a lot of work with him as well. But I said that to say, man, he came up with his own bloodline, man. Shout out to Mercy Bloodline. It's hot, bro. He got a dog named Lazarus. He's still alive to this day.
And I like that dog. I love that dog for real. Yeah,
Yeah,
he fire.
and what a lot of people say they dog's producer, and I'm only saying this because I actually used this dog on more than one occasion, and I seen a multitude of his puppies. Like he's a real producer. He produces his attitude. He produces his drive, and that's how I end up. I don't. You may have seen it, but that's how I end up coming up with my boy Venom, which was Poison's brother, and like
Yeah.
he was like he was like a more athletic version of his dad. And I'm saying athletic as in slimmer, more Bruce Lee style, body style. Like he was,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna lie, man. I miss my boy, but he produced him. Lazarus also produced Azazel, which is the dog that you're referring to. He
yeah,
produced Poison. You know what I'm saying? So, man, he really produces his attitude and his drive, bro. So, I ain't gonna lie, like we got a whole working line playing for him, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? And so I ain't gonna lie, you gotta get my boy on the channel, bro.
yeah.
He
That's fire. Yeah, we definitely have to set that up, man, for sure.
man, most definitely, most
But
definitely.
yeah, yeah, I definitely like that mercy line.
Yeah,
It's hot. I like that,
man.
especially with those. Go ahead, go ahead.
My bad, bro. I wasn't trying to cut you off, G,
No,
but
you good?
man, I'm gonna say this, bro, and man, it's not for everybody, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying it in a way that like that, but I'm just saying like the average person don't really need a dog that's gonna be that hot. You know what I'm saying? If I'm
No,
just being honest, because like the average person, man, they gonna get mad. Like for instance, chaos, for example, which I know, what I'm saying, I'm jumping around, but like chaos, like that's
you
a lot
good?
to deal with a dog that's constantly barking, constantly trying to get after this dog, constantly trying to get after this person. Like that's a lot to deal with on a daily basis. Like you really have to be responsible. So that's why me and him don't really breed like that, because like most people don't want a dog like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's how I know I genuinely love dogs, because like I'm doing this for me. I'm not really doing this for money. Like I'm doing this for me. So yeah, that can be a lot to deal with. But if you into that type of stuff, bro, he definitely a game changer, bro. And he a real American bully. And that's why I know a lot of people disagree. It's some real working American bullies out here
Oh
that's
yeah,
yeah, it's a real one, and he proof of it. You know what I'm saying? I know he don't really, and I'm gonna put you on Front Street, Joe. I know you gonna watch this. I know he don't really post him like he should. And this is something I talk to him about all the time. He already know I'm gonna talk my shit. Excuse me. I'm gonna talk me. You know what I'm saying? So this what he already know. But he don't post him like he should. But yeah, it's some real working bullies out here that can do everything. Just
yeah. I seen some that do hog hunting
oh
actually.
yeah, most definitely, most
Yeah,
definitely.
for sure. So you got some American bull. You got an American bulldog too. So he pretty. It's a female or male?
Uh, Well, which one? Because the last American Bulldog I had died, so right now I don't.
Oh, okay. See, I thought
Yeah.
that one was yours. The
Which
kind
one?
of tan and white one, piebald.
The
Think
tan,
you posted it.
the tan and white one?
Yeah, he tan and white.
I'm not. You have to send me a picture of him. Tan,
Yeah, I'm gonna have to because I thought that was yours. You posted him, I think, once or twice.
tan and white. I can't think of. I don't know, because I deal with a lot of dogs. So right now, it may have been. Oh, you might be talking about one of my dad dogs. He probably one of my dad dogs.
Probably.
Yeah, but now as of right now, I don't own any American Bulldogs. If I'm being, ain't nothing wrong with the breed, but just for me personally, that probably won't be another breed that I get no time. So unless somebody just come out with something that I see that I want to be a part of, but as of right now, I'm gonna just be honest, man. The American Bulldog breed is kind of like the new American Bully. Like most people breeding for looks and girthiness and this and that. It ain't American Bulldogs out there that they really breeding to work.
Yeah. There is one, man. I'm real big
Yeah.
on him. I really love his program. Cannon Bulldogs or Cannon Canine. It's one or the other.
Hmm.
But he's got some working
Yeah.
oldie English bulldogs,
Yeah.
and I think he got a couple Americans too.
Man,
But yeah, his dogs they big. They got some good working qualities to them.
I'm gonna have to check him out.
Yeah, for sure, definitely. They got like they got frame.
Yeah.
They can breathe clear. Like it's not that. It's like, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's real clean.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm real big on that man over there, Cannon Canine or Bulldog.
You. And see, that's another reason why I was kind of steering away from him, because the last one I owned, he really wasn't bred to be working, but I just seen he had the drive to do it. Was Santana, which he done passed away now. But that's, I'm gonna be honest, that's how he was, because he had a short muzzle, so
Yeah,
he'll do 2 or 3 bites and he'd be like breathing real heavy. So, and I ain't gonna lie, which I loved him, but at the same time, I knew at the time that I probably wouldn't get another one unless I was breeding with something with a longer muzzle so it can help his airway.
right. Yeah, so kind of if you comfortable with it, get into kind of because you're a hobby breeder, right? This is not how you eat,
Yeah.
right? So kind of get into the some of your losses that you may have taken, or just the things that come with being a hobby breeder that might be not in your favor?
Uh, well, as far as like dealing with dogs, period, I done took a lot of losses that I'm not afraid to talk about, and like for the most part, they gonna be like training losses. Like if I'm really being honest, like for instance, with the first female Rottweiler that I got as an adult, Camilla, like letting the wrong person train her. You know what I'm saying? And like there's a lot of stuff that a lot of people ain't gonna talk about.
Oh
Like
no, yeah, this is the first time I'm hearing that.
yeah, like I let the wrong person train her, bro. I'm gonna be honest with it, bro. I let somebody, and I can't blame nobody but myself because I knew, but at the same time, I'm like, she probably tougher than that. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm still going, but letting the wrong person train her and putting too much pressure on her. You know what I'm saying? Like they put
Yeah.
some pressure on her, and like she went from biting, now she digressing. You know what I'm saying? Like now she unsure if she want to bite because
Mm,
letting somebody put too much pressure on her.
right.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, like that's a big thing to get a dog to come out of. Is it possible? Yes, but that's a thing to get on. That's a kind of a hard thing to get a dog to come out of. Like now you backtracking, you know what I'm saying? Because you didn't put too much pressure on them. Now you got to
Right.
build their confidence back up and make them feel more comfortable again. As far as being a hobby breeder, man, not breeding on a consistent basis. You know what I'm saying? Which I'm gonna be honest, bro. My bad. I had a piece of hair in my mouth.
You all
I'm
good.
bro, but I I'm I don't really consider myself a breeder like that, bro. I'm probably gonna be the first person, probably the only person that's gonna get on here and say I really don't even like breeding like that, bro. I don't like dealing with puppies. You know what I'm saying? I don't like the whole newborn stage, like,
Yeah.
and that's why I don't breed like that because I really, and that's why I wish, even though it's already on my LLC, but I wish I would have just did public enemy dog camp or something like that. Cause like I don't,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? I am I gonna breed some more? Yes, but like when I breed, it's very specific. It's because I see something that I want. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Right.
okay, this dog didn't develop into something I like. Let me see what I can take it to. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't breed that much. You know what I'm saying? Because like I breed for a purpose and I breed very specific. And shit, I'm not getting no money off of it right now because I don't breed a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's a drawback to it. Like, and most people like if they can't get a puppy from you, they're gonna go to the next person. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
So that would be another drawback from being a hobby breeder.
Right. So you said you had some Mercy line blood, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you still currently do, correct?
That puppy would be one.
Okay, so what's kind of some characteristics of that line that you see right now?
Dog aggressiveness. Which
Okay.
I don't mind it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Most people are like, oh, dog. I don't mind it. You know what I'm saying? I actually like it, and I actually would encourage it. That's one. They more way more high energy than what they look. Uh,
Right.
they more real high prey driven. You know what I'm saying? Any animals they want it, squirrels, cats, any type of animal they want to get it.
Wow.
Like so, them are the main characteristics. But at the same time, they have a real good stable temperament, and that's
Yeah.
about them too. Like even with Lazarus, as bad as a dog he is, he's real good with kids. Now I'm not saying just go and like test different dogs, see if they good around random kids. No, that's something I would highly not recommend. But
Yeah.
I done dealt with this dog on a consistent basis, and I see his temperament. He has one of them temperaments where you can see him and you could be scared of him, or you can see him and be like, "Dang man, he really good with the kids. He listen. Like you can have him off leash and he'll run off, and you can yell and he'll come back right to you. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying? You could put him in a box and he'll work. You know what I'm saying? You know what?
Yeah.
Until you could put a hog in front of him and he'll work. You know what I'm saying? So like he has a really even temperament, and that's how Venom was. I will say this though, Venom and his sister Poison was so high energy as puppies. They didn't really make for good dogs around kids because they would constantly run them over, run into them. But now that Poison is older, she's still real high energy, but now she has the knowledge to know not to run into the kids, to watch out for the kids. But
Mm.
early on when she was just a puppy, like they was real notorious. Like if I had my boys out there and they running around, they'll run smack into them. They was
Oh
real
man.
notorious out there. But that's why I'm really excited about my boy Azazel, bro. Like I'm gonna turn a lot of heads for him as far as the working field because I got real big plans for him.
Yeah. So y'all check him out. Public Enemy Kennels, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook. Yeah, y'all check him out. He's got a lot of good dogs going on over there.
Most
And I'm
definitely.
kind of mad I didn't set my Instagram up because I would have screen shared and kind of showed some of your videos of some of your dogs just
Yeah,
to give people a picture.
most definitely, man. We can set it up again, bro, and do another one, bro.
For sure. Yeah, we definitely can. Or get something like me, you, and Tyler on here just to kind of talk dogs a little
Oh yeah,
bit.
oh definitely. He'll be down, bro.
For
He'll,
sure.
oh,
So, I got my last couple questions.
I,
So,
I got
what would you say to someone looking to get into dog training or wanting to become a decoy, excuse me, or help work dogs?
uh be consistent. You know what I'm saying? Like especially like if you got a dog and you want to train it, be consistent. And I fall victim to this myself. Dog training is not one of them things that you can do good for 6 months and then you're like, okay, I'm gonna take this 3-4 months off and then I get back into it. You know what I'm saying? Do people
Right.
do it? Yes, we humans. Like we have a life outside of dogs, but try your best to be consistent, bro, and then find the right people, bro. Because I ain't like I said, man. I told y'all earlier. You know what I'm saying? I messed up one of my dogs. I ain't afraid to say, bro, because I know I ain't no point in lying about it. People need to hear this. Like you let the wrong person work your dog, put too much pressure on your dog. That's what can happen. You know,
Yeah,
they could break them. You know what I'm saying? So man, find the right people. Make sure they know what they doing, bro.
for sure. Okay. I do got one more. I just built. I just came off the dome. So, how
Yeah.
would you say you kind of build your dog for what you want it to do, like a puppy or just a dog that you get?
Man, and the hard truth about that is, you know what I'm saying? Like, because every puppy ain't gonna make it to be what I want it to be. If I'm
Right.
honest, you know what I'm saying? But I just started doing small tests. Like one of my biggest things, I do like a little courage test, and I see what they scared of and what they not scared of. Like, so say for instance, like with venom and poison, which with venom and poison. So the first thing I really do is like it's called like 100 sounds or 500 sounds on Apple Music. It's just random sounds like fire trucks, lawnmowers, people laughing, dogs barking, just random 100 random sounds, and I like play that when they puppies, so that way they get used to hearing different noise. Because a lot of people don't know this, but a lot of times, like when dogs be in different environments and when dogs hear different noises, they get freaked out.
Yeah.
So I expose them to that at 4, 5, 6 weeks old. So that'd be one way I test them, like, and I'll see, you know what I'm saying? I got a loudspeaker that I put in my garage. I'm gonna see who gonna walk to the speaker. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Who because it's gonna be random. I'm just gonna set it and I'm gonna play it and it's gonna be real loud. So, you're gonna have some that's gonna run to the back and turn around and look. You're gonna have some that's just gonna poke their head up and stay right there. And then it's always gonna be that one or two that's gonna poke their head up and then they're gonna start walking closer to the speaker because they curious.
Right.
That's what I look for. And then on the same note, whenever they do get a little older, I like to walk around, put them in different environments. You know what I'm saying? See who's scared of a loud truck. You got the loud cars with the pipes. Like who gonna be scared of that truck? Are you gonna be scared of it? Like, and then it's okay for you to be scared as long as you recover. Now, if you just trying to run off, and it's like, okay, yeah, this probably not gonna be it. But
Right.
if you run a little bit, and you turn around and look, and you recover, and then you be more curious, I can kind of let you slide with that a little bit. But for the most part, I want the fearless dog. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Curious dog that's gonna pick his head up and see what's going on out there. Like I don't want to have a dog that I gotta bait into being what I want, or oh come on boy, good boy, you know what I'm saying? Nah, like for the most part, I want the dog that's gonna be have way more confidence than the rest of his little.
Right. Okay. So, think this will be my last question. We're gonna get out of here. What would you say to a young and aspiring dog man or woman?
Man, I'm gonna say this, bro, and this gonna be something that a lot of people ain't gonna say. It's more ways to make money with dogs versus breeding them. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. Yeah.
Right, you know what I'm saying? That's what I say. Cause like I'm not discouraging anyone from breeding. I'm just saying, man, the dogs now in today's man, that's like a million if not $1 billion industry now. Like people love their dogs, people love their pets. So, man, hey, it's way more money in dogs than just breeding them, bro. You know,
Right.
and that's what I'm trying to tap into. That's why I did the shampoo. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm trying to tap into, bro. And number one thing, be consistent, be disciplined, and do your homework. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah, we got some questions. I didn't see him before. So,
Okay.
Nee said, Nee, I don't know who this might be my friend.
Yeah.
Saying, what is the best dog to breed for a guard dog?
I ain't gonna lie. That's kind of more of a complex question. I can't just be like, oh, go get your Rockwaller. And I breed Rockwaller. I can't just be like, go get your Rockwaller.
Right.
Go Concorso. You're gonna have to go to a breeder that breeds for them type of traits. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't just go to Uncle Joe who got a friend at his job and he like, oh, he got some litter concorsos he's selling for this amount. You come get one of them. Now, like find you somebody who breed what you want. That's where that way is more of a high probability of you getting what you want. Yeah.
Right.
Like, now, as far as breed, if I'm really being honest, I can't just say I'll go get you this or that, but I will name you off a few good guard dog breeds such as Rockwallers, Concorsos, Presa Canarios, German Shepherds, Belgian Malinois. All of them will make a good guard dog. But if you're new to owning a dog guard dog, and I was kind of going back and forth with somebody on my TikTok about this. I probably wouldn't get a Belgian Malinois. I probably wouldn't get a Doberman. I wouldn't get anything high energy because most people ain't gonna want to put that type of time into them because them
Right.
dogs do something with every day. So if I was new and I never had a guard dog before, I probably would go get a Concorso if the right person breeding them, or Rockwaller if the right person breeding them. Uh, I'm gonna be honest now. I just got my first Presa Canario. My dad been dealing with them. I just got my first one. They will make a good guard dog, but for the right owner. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause they're more dog aggressive. They're more animal aggressive, from my experience, than your Rockwallers. Then some Concorsos. I'm not gonna say all, but then some Concorsos. Presa Canarios seem to be still very hot for the most part. So
Yeah,
I probably wouldn't recommend them for the first time dog owner, but a Concorso and a Rockwaller, you know what I'm saying, depending on who you get them from, it's, steer you that way.
for sure. And knee, if you still in here, I'll say you gotta look more at those dogs that are a little bit bigger, but get you something that you can handle. Cause like the Doberman and the Malinois, those are dogs that were bred for speed and they're a lighter dog, so they're gonna want to do more. Like the Doberman has Great Dane in it, so you just gotta look at breed background and see which one you think will be best for you, because not all breeds will fit everybody. And then we got a question from Nile C. It says, "How do you test puppy intelligence?"
It's a well, really, I don't. It ain't really no complex answer. Like I just do certain little stuff as far as let me see, like testing their intelligence. It's kind of hard. I mean, I ain't gonna say it's kind of hard, but I mean, like you could do simple stuff like seeing if you can get them to sit. You know what I'm saying? Like put them in the sit position, give them a treat, and like you can kind of do that. Like, or I can kind of do that with like all the dogs that I breed in that litter. Like I do little stuff like that, like doing simple obedience stuff. You know what I'm saying? Seeing who will come to me when I call them. As far as like, obviously, you got to give them a few treats and then call them back to you, give them a few more treats, but the more intelligent puppies, they're gonna pick on it. They're gonna pick up on it real fast. Like, and don't get me wrong, sometimes you do just got stubborn dogs that, what I'm saying, just don't like to listen, and you kind of gotta be more physical with them.
Well,
But
them presses, boy, oh my god,
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Trust me, I'm dealing with one right now, and it's like a close race between him and Chaos on who can tear up the most stuff, and it's kind of got me real fed up. But
yeah,
and I'm an experienced dog on it, and it's even I even get fed up with it. So you
right,
can imagine how somebody who not used to dealing with that type of stuff would be. But yeah, that's what I do. You know what I'm saying? Try to start doing like real light obedience stuff with them. Start trying to make them sit. Start trying to make them come to me. Stuff like that, and see who pick up on it the fastest. That's how I test their intelligence.
right. Man, I was 10 years old when I got mine.
Yeah, a press scenario.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, my uncle he bred them, but boy, I mean, he tore the siding off the house,
For real.
ate the door frame.
Yeah,
I look in his kennel, bird feathers everywhere. He
yeah,
jumped in the air and ate a bird.
yeah.
Yeah, like it's a lot of dog for a lot of people. Like that's why my mom was like, I didn't know them dogs was like that. Why would he sell us this dog and it was like this?
No, most definitely.
Yeah,
That be a handful, bro. And if you inexperienced and if you don't truly love dogs, man, shoot, you're probably gonna end up getting rid of them, or he gonna end up at the pound, and that's a whole nother subject. I know we're going on an hour, but man, please don't go to the local pound getting dogs, bro. It could be a dangerous situation. Cause
yeah, definitely. Yeah, with that adopt don't shop, I don't believe in it. Y'all fur mamas and dads, or as Duro said, fur baby mamas and fur baby daddies, don't come in here with that, because a lot of people want to know what they're getting, and they don't want to guess kind of what they're getting. It's a lot that comes with adopting a dog. We don't know their background and whatnot. But like you said, that's a whole nother topic
yeah, yeah, well, man, we're gonna have to get on here and do a few topics, bro. I'm
for
down,
sure.
bro.
Yeah, we definitely can. Oh, Neil Mack got a question. Has your dog ever resource guarded? If so, what you do to fix it?
Research guarded, like as far as food.
Yeah, I guess like food or like an object or like a toy.
If I'm really being honest, I'm old school, bro. I'm old school, bro. Like, don't bark, don't growl at me because you're gonna regret it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
If you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? I'm
right.
just put it like that. Like, but well, at the same time though, I do have a dog that she's food aggressive with other dogs, but she don't do it with me. Because if she make that mistake, hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna say,
It's gonna be
uh,
consequences.
yeah, make
Yeah,
sure consequences are where she won't do it no more.
right.
Feel like if you feel like that dog will come up leash on you, or what I mean by come up leash, if you feel like that dog will try to lash out at you, bro, hey man, hey man, that's something you shouldn't have to deal with. I just put it like that.
Yeah,
Something
yeah.
you want to deal with. I don't want
I,
to live band, but yeah, that's something you don't want to deal with.
right. I do got one more, and then we're gonna let
Yeah.
you go, bro.
No, I'm off.
So what do you? How do you deal? Have you ever dealt with a puppy that might be a lot more mouthy, where it might try and like nip at you or bite you?
Yeah.
Like it might be playful or not or whatnot, but even then, like you give it different resources to kind of redirect that, like toys and whatnot, and it still kind of bites you. What? Have you ever dealt with that, and how do you deal with it?
Yeah. So ironically, man, that's how Venom was. Venom was like that kind of real mouthy. He can like bite at your ankles, or he'll try to bite at your pants leg and miss and bite your ankle or bite your shoes. He
Mm,
one of them type dogs, and I ain't man. He was a real tough dog. Like he was one of them dogs you could hit and really wouldn't phase him. But I just made sure I stayed on him, bro. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like that's just something you're gonna have to be consistent with. So like whenever he do it to me, or he messing with my kids trying to bite at their pants leg, like I would just punish him. You know what I'm saying?
right,
Like, and I ain't gonna lie, like everybody mentions ain't gonna work for every dog, but
right,
he was one of them dog. He wasn't handling sensitive by no means. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
like you got to get your point across with a dog. If I'm gonna just be like, if he bite me, saying that, and I'm not saying he like a puppy, but maybe he like a big puppy, maybe like 10, 11 months old, where he got real, his regular teeth or
yeah.
whatever.
His teeth in, yeah,
Yeah. So if he like, 8, 9, 10 months old, and but I'm not gonna be like, hey, no, stop that, no, stop that, no, no. It's gonna be way more assertive than that. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Even if you have to, I feel like in the right hands they could be good, but if you have to use a pinch collar, but use it with caution, because I know most people don't know how to use a pinch collar. Or I know they trying everybody talk bad about shot collars, but if you know how to use them and you're not abusing your dog, try a shot collar. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like even with him, like it got to the point where I would put him on a pinch collar because I don't own a shot collar, but I would put him on a pinch collar because pinch collars always work for me. But you can use shot collars because I like shot collars, even though like I don't use them now. But I like shot collars because you don't have to have a leash on. You know what I'm saying?
right,
Like had that collar on them, you could just zap them if they mess up. But at the same time, I just so happen to have a pinch collar, and I would just walk with him. And whenever he started nipping at my feet or something, I would give him stern corrections. And with certain dogs, they got to be stern. Cause I know this is a whole nother topic that we'll probably get into another day. But like for instance, with my Rockwallers, I don't really have to use a pinch collar with them because they just happen to be way more handler sensitive than
right,
my other dogs. Like, so with my Rockwallers, I can just use a regular collar and just kind of pop them a little bit and tell them no. Or I can just yell at them and tell them no, and they get the point. But with Venom and Poison and more of my bull breeds, it's like I got to really get on real stern physical correction so they
for
can get,
sure.
you know.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that's it. So I appreciate you coming on, man.
And I appreciate you for having me, bro. Real talk, man.
For
Shout out,
sure.
bro. Nothing but blessings your way, bro.
For sure. Same to you, bro.
Man, I
Yeah,
appreciate
this was pretty good. This was a pretty good interview for real. So yeah, I think that's it, bro. We're gonna let you go.
Man, most definitely, bro. I'm gonna have to tap back in with you, man. Got to get my boy Ty on the channel, and my boy Joe on the channel, bro.
For sure. Yeah, we definitely have to do that. Yeah, y'all go look at his social medias. It's the same public enemy content. Y'all go check him out.
Man, appreciate that, bro.
Yeah, for sure. Let's continue to better our minds and dogs, people.
Most definitely.